left that city. Like never before, you and I need to call out to God. I want to tell one story in relationship to that. Philip Yancey tells a story of the prodigal daughter who grew up in a small town in Michigan. Discussed it with her old-fashioned parents who overacted to her nose ring, the music she listened to, the length of her skirt. She ran away and ended up in Detroit, where she met a man who drove a big car. The man with the big car she had to call him boss. Recognizing that she was underage, the man would pay a premium for her. She goes to work for him. Things are good for a while. Life is good, but she gets sick. And then the boss turns on her. It amazes her how quickly the boss turns. Before she knows it, she's out on the street without a penny to her name. She still turns a couple tricks a night, and all the money goes to support her drug habit. One night, while sleeping on a metal grate on the city, she begins to feel less like a woman of the world and more like a little girl. She begins to whimper, God, why did I leave home? My dog back home eats better than I do. She knows that more than anything in the world, she wants to go home. 3 times she calls home to get a hold of her parents, and all she's getting is the answer machine. Finally, she leaves a message, Mom, Dad, it's me. I was wondering about maybe coming home. I'm catching a bus up your way, and it'll get there about midnight tomorrow. If you're not there, I'll understand. During the 7-hour bus ride, she's preparing a speech for her father, and when the bus comes to a stop in the little town, the driver announces the 15-minute stop, 15 minutes to decide her life. She walks into the terminal not knowing what to expect. But not one of 1,000 things that have played out in her mind prepares her for what she sees. There in this little town stands a group of 40 brothers and sisters, great aunts and uncles and cousins and grandmothers and your great-grandmother to boot. They're all wearing goofy party hats. I got so tickled with Donnie's story about the party hats and blowing the little noise makers. And taped across the entire wall of the terminal is a computer-generated banner that reads, Welcome home. Out of the crowd of well-wishers breaks her dad. She stares out through her tears, quivering in her eyes, and begins her memorized speech. He interrupts her and says, Hush, child. We've got no time for that. No time for apologies. We'll be late. A big party is waiting for you at home. I want to encourage you. God wants you to give him a call. And one of the things that I saw this week is that many times we just rehearse our problems in our mind. Go to Daddy. Call out to him. And especially in days ahead when you and I face some of the toughest times according to prophecy, I encourage you, stay close in communication with the Father. Come, Donnie.